Hello, everybody. Hi. Hopefully there are a few of you out there signing on. It's Thursday morning, the 26th of March. I feel like this is day 4 of our kind of first week challenge, trying to do our morning and afternoon classes and just get used to, life with this lockdown isolation, which doesn't feel that isolated, frankly. I mean, I'm communicating more than I ever have and exercising a lot, and it's just been actually quite nice to keep that routine of waking up at a normal time, getting dressed at a normal time. I think that's quite important, and getting your exercise in kind of to bookend your day. So hopefully you guys are coping as well, and we're going to do another session this evening. Just to let you know, it's going to be a beginner session at 5:30 tonight. The link you can find on the Instagram page, Get Brooked, on Instagram, also on Facebook. So we post those up before we do the session, usually sometimes a few hours before or just half an hour before. So have a look there. You can always email me or message me on Instagram. My email is mcconaughey@gmail.com. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel so we can keep building the subscribers and hopefully get up to 100 before too long. Today, all right, we're going to use resistance band and the ball. Again, if you don't have the equipment, just try to work without it. It's absolutely fine. You should still be able to get enough of a workout without. But if you do have any questions about where or how to get equipment, just send me a message and I'll let you know what I use. And hopefully we can get you set up because we could be doing this for a little while yet. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the ball. Stand at the end of your mat. Place the ball between your knees. Give it a little bit of a squeeze. Have a look at your feet. Toes and heels are in a line. And just rock forward and back from the balls of the feet to your heels. And then just settle somewhere in the middle, drawing your abdominals in. Take a big breath in, reach the arms up. And then as you breathe out, come up onto your toes. Just finding your balance, staying nice and tall, squeezing that ball. Lower the heels down, reach your arms out to the side, drop your chin to your chest, round the spine, and roll all the way down. Just hang over your legs and nod the head yes. Shake the head no. And then swing left and right, just kind of sweeping the fingertips across the mat if you can touch the mat. If you can't touch the mat, obviously you'll be a little higher. Just make sure you're loosening up your lower back. That's the goal. Come back to the middle, bend your knees, rest your chest on top of the knees, your back straight, and then breathe out, straighten the legs up. Inhale, lower the chest, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the legs back out. One more time, just bend the knees into a really low squat, resting your chest on top of the knees, hands down on the mat. Then try to keep the hands on the mat as you straighten the legs all the way out. Now soften your knees, walk your hands forward, breathing out as you come forward. Lift the head, relax the shoulders, zip the core in tight, and then breathe in. Tap the ball to the mat, breathe out, lift back up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Stay there for 3, and 2. Last one, up and hold. Now take your right hand, touch your left shoulder, rock to the other side, left hand to right shoulder, just tapping shoulders. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now before we change, we're going to do one more variation. We're going to bend and extend that little push-up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. If you want to modify, drop the knees. Breathe in and out. Aim for 3 more. Just warming up the body, getting that blood flowing, getting the breath flowing. Last one, straighten up the arms. Lift your hips high. Press into your heels. Hold your stretch here for one big breath in. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend the knees, round the spine, rolling all the way up. Shoulders and head come up last. And we're going to breathe out. Bend the knees, lift the arms up. Inhale, stand. Exhale, lower. And lift. Stay there for 3, and 2. Hold the next one down. Try to round out your lower back a little bit. Relax your shoulders. Reach with the fingertips. Take the weight to the front of the feet. Lift your heels high. And then inhale, lower them back down. 2 more times. Lift and lower. Let's hold this last one. I want you to squeeze the ball. 4 squeezes. Squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Then come back to standing. Breathe in. Lift the arms overhead. Breathe out. Come up onto the toes. Drawing the abdominals in. And then take your hands out to your side as you drop your heels. Now let's remove the ball. Pop it to the side. Wrap your hands together behind the back so the ball's away. Lift the arms up. And then hinge yourself forward. Let the arms drop away from the body. Again, nod your head. Let the hands drop down to the mat. Bend your knees. And then we're going to walk the hands forward. Breathing out as you come forward. Good. Lift the head, relax the shoulders. Now we're going to take your knee out to the side. The Spider-Man crawl. And switch. So right knee out towards that shoulder. Open up the hips. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to kind of reverse it. Take the knee under the body, but alternate sides. 8, 7, 6, and knee to opposite elbow. 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your plank. Lift the hips high. Press into the heels. Hold. And then exhale. Walk your hands back to your feet. Round the spine. Roll yourself slowly back up. Articulating the spine. Now lift the arms up over your head. Up onto your toes. And then again, just lace the fingers behind the back. Open the chest. Let the hands drop down to your sides. Drop your chin around the spine. Check that your feet are still parallel. So rolling down one last time. Hanging over the legs. Bend your right knee with the left leg straight. Switch it. Left knee bends. Right leg straight. Just alternating those knees. Now pedaling through the knees right to left. For 2 and 1. Then bend both knees. Hands to the mat. Walk your hands forward. Breathe out as you come forward. And now we're going to face the camera. Lift the arm up, lift the hips high. Arm reaches over your head. Then drop the hips low. Come back to the middle. Back into your plank. Arm then other way. Lift the arms up high, hips low. Back to the middle and into your plank. One more time each way. Reach that arm up. Keep your shoulder over your hand. Back to the middle. Back to your plank. Last one. Arm up. Reach over the head. Hips high. Hips low. To the middle. To your plank. Lower the knees. And sit back onto the heels. Rest your head. Stretch the arms. Okay. Now spin yourself over onto your back. I'm going to need the ball again. I'm going to place the ball between your ankles. Have your knees above your hips, button your ribs down. Let's take the thumbs to those ribs. Just sink the lowest back rib down into the mat. Keep a neutral spine, so you've got a little gap under your lower back. Hip bones and pubic bone are level, so we're not tucking the tailbone nor tilting it forward. Just keep nice neutral pelvis. Peel your head and shoulders up, hands reaching to the front, start popping the arms. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Flip your palms as you breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. Now let's try to stretch the legs. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out. So we're looking in towards the abdominals, trying to keep the belly button in nice and flat. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out. So squeezing that ball will get the inner thighs working. That will also help you to wrap the deep muscles around your middle to keep the abdominals from lifting up or doming. Keep the breath flowing in through the nose. Breathe out through your mouth. 2 more breaths. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out. Also think about your quad muscles here. Try to lift your kneecaps. Just tone those muscles to get the legs straight. Good. Shoulders back. Pass the ball to your hand. Hug your knees into your chest. Little rock side to side. Good. Now reach your arms overhead. Stretch the legs out long. Point the toes. Squeeze the legs together. Lift the hands. Lift the head. Curl your spine up. Stretch forward. And then breathe in. Articulate that spine. Shoulders down. Breathe out around the spine. Rolling all the way down to the mat. Inhale. And exhale, hands, head, spine, curling up. Stretch forward. Inhale, roll through the spine. So the roll up is probably one of my absolute favorite exercises just because it feels so good. Just moving, flowing that spine, using those abdominals, but then also getting that lovely stretch to the backs of the legs, lengthening through the crown of the head. It's the classic lengthening as you strengthen type exercise. Really good for every day. Last one, hands, head, shoulder, peeling up. Stretch forward.
Straighten up your back. I'm going to hold here this time. Like spring out of the top of the head. Growth a little taller. Shoulders down. You're going to breathe out and come halfway back. Hold here. Now let's lift the legs up to that ball. Inhale down. So you can take the ball a little higher and lift the legs up to the ball. Now if you struggle to get both legs up, just split them. Just alternate the legs. So think hooks in your chest, lifting your chest up. Stay there for 3 and 2 and 1. Lower the legs down and then lower the upper body all the way down. Take a big breath in. And then again, hands, hips, legs peeling up off the mat. Stretching forward. Straightening and lengthening the spine. And then rolling again halfway back. Hold. Pass the ball to your left hand. Open those arms out wide. Inhale back to the center. Pass the ball to the right. Inhale, center. So squeeze the legs together. Keep the lower body perfectly still as we really twist the shoulders. Feel that stretch through your chest as you swing that arm back and forward and back and forward. One more time each way. Twist and center and twist and center. Hold. Now we go down an inch, down all the way. And wrap your knees into your chest. Little rock side to side. Good, now I want you to pop the ball away. We're going to come up into our V-sit, into our balance. I want your hands free in case you need to use your hands to help you get there. Big breath in. Try to lengthen from the tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes. Breathe out. Up into your V-sit. Shoulders back, feet up. If you need to hold the backs of the legs, go ahead. Now try to stretch your legs out. Lift the hands up. Click the shoulders back, lift the chin, and then lower your legs as you lower your upper body. Another big breath in, and then breathing out. Knees into the chest, feet up, shoulders back, chin up. Lift the arms, stretch into those legs, holding there. See how straight you can get your back, how straight you can get the legs, and then control all the way down, back down. Now with this one, let's see if we can come up with the legs straight. Imagine strings just pulling you up, holding you. Chin up, and then exhale, control down. Inhale to hold. Exhale, lift. Hold. And then slow. Let's see if we can leave the legs there as you take your upper body down. Inhale to hold. And then so you can come back up again. Hold there. Want to try that again? Let's go for it. Legs stay there. Upper body comes down. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Back up. Hold. And then lower the feet. Lower the upper body. And hug your knees into the chest. Good. A little rock side to side. The good thing about doing the online streaming is I can't actually see what you're doing. So if you've gone off and had a cup of tea, I wouldn't even know. But hopefully I'm providing a little bit of motivation to get your body moving, to have a little bit of normalcy in our lives. Okay, hands behind your head, knees in tabletop position. Peel your head and shoulders up. We're going to twist, coming to a crisscross. Elbow to the opposite knee. And switch. So big exhale with each twist. Try to connect the elbow into that knee. Pull the knee across your chest towards that opposite shoulder. Keep the elbows wide. Stay there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold the next one. 4 pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch and hold again. 4 taps. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time each way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the shoulders back. Draw your knees in. Take a breath. Okay, ball between your ankles. Again, hands behind the head. You're going to lift the shoulders. Stretch your legs. Squeeze your ball as tight as you can. If you don't have a ball, just squeeze your heels together. Inhale, shoulders back, bend the knees. Exhale, lift the shoulders, stretch the legs, and squeeze. Scoop the abdominals, a big pelvic floor lift. Inhale down, adding a little twist. We're going to lift the shoulders, stretch the legs. Left leg rolls over the right, twist towards your left. 4 pulses. 4. Get your legs long and straight. Last 2 and 1. Inhale, reset. Going the other way now. Shoulders up, legs long. Right leg over left, turning towards that right leg. Twisting to the right, tightening the right side of the waist. Last 2 and 1. Inhale, shoulders back, bend the knees. One more time each way. Shoulders up, legs long. Left leg over the right. Twist left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Make sure you still have a good grip on the ball. Exhale, right leg over the left. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the shoulders back. Grab your ball. And draw your knees into your chest. Good. Okay, pop the ball away. Stretch your legs out long. Cross your right leg over your left. So I want you to really, again, think about length. From the top of the head, right through the tips of the toes, button your ribs down towards your hips. Draw the abdominals in. Hands behind your head and curl the head and shoulders up. I want active legs. So really lengthen those legs as you peel the shoulders high. Inhale down. Exhale, lift and lower. Lift and lower. So think ribs sliding down towards your hips. Belly button pulled in tight. So we get that scoop as we lift the head and shoulders up. We're not bulging up. Last two. I'm going to hold the next one. Little crunch to the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift your right knee up to tabletop. Crunch towards your right knee for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold there. Now the chest stays still. Pull the knee to the chest for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now hover that left leg up. Flex and point. Flex and point for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg down, right leg down, head down. Take a big breath in. Good. I'm going to go through that whole series with your left leg crossed over your right. Again, the setup is nice, long, strong legs, ribs to hips. Wrap the core in tight. Hands behind the head. Exhale, peel the head and shoulders up and down. So we start with that full range of motion, really getting up over the rib cage. Scooping the belly button in with each chest lift. Good. Stay there for 4 and 3. Last 2. Hold the next one up. Little crunches. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep the legs strong. Hold. Left knee comes up to that tabletop position. One more set. 8 crunches. 8, 7. Make sure you're not pulling at the back of that head. Maybe loosen your grip. Make sure the abdominals are lifting, not your hands pulling at the head. Hold. Now knee into the chest. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last variation. Right foot comes up. Flex, point, flex, point for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right leg long, left leg long. Lift your rib cage. Really arch your back. Nice stretch through your abdominals. And sink the ribs down. Lift your hands. Let's even roll up. Stretch forward. And this time, let's just wrap around the backs of those legs. Try to get the backs of your knees down. Get the chest close to your knees. And then straighten up your back. Okay, flip yourself over. Feel free to grab a quick sip of water. Crack open your window or whatever you need to do. Now that we've warmed up. Okay, so now we're going to start with our band and the legs. So I want you to fold the band over your fingers, lay it across your mat. So we're going to start with our right leg. So we're going to have the band under the left knee and around your right foot. So the band's at a little bit of an angle across your mat. Left knee comes to the top of that band. Right foot goes into your loop. And again, if you don't have a band, just go through the motions without the band. Just really think about squeezing the muscles that we're working. So the focus for this one's going to be that right glute. I want your right hip pointing to the mat, your ribs towards your hips, your hands directly beneath your shoulders, and your head in line with your shoulders. So we're not letting that head hang down here. Lift the right leg up and down. Exhale and inhale. Keep the core really strong. So imagine you've got a tall candle underneath you, and you're just trying to shrink your belly button up away from that heat. That's going to protect your lower back. So we make sure that nothing kind of collapses or moves as we lift that right leg up and down. So there's 6 and 5. Also now thinking about that right glute. Try to lift that glute up the back of the leg. Really tone that muscle. Find that shape. Last 2. Hold the last one. Bend the knee. Extend the foot to the back wall. Bend and extend. Stay there. 6 and 5. Keep the foot high. Don't let that foot drop down to the mat. It's like you're just folding it in towards your bum. Only the knee dropping down. Last 2 and reach. And 1. Reach out and hold. Take the foot down to the mat and lift that lower back again. Zip the belly button up and away. Now tuck the foot out and in. Up and over. Up and back. Aim for 8. Now just check your elbows aren't bent. Check your left hip is still over your left knee. Your breath is exhale on the out. Inhale back to the midline. Last 3 and 2. Hold this last one. Point the toe. Little turn out on that toe. Lift the leg a long diagonal. Squeeze that muscle. Feel that twitch in the corner of your hip pocket as you lift that leg. So just attacking the muscle from a slightly different angle when you have that toe pointed and leg reaching to the diagonal. Now make sure you don't lean into the left. Check that left elbow stays straight. Your right hip stays down. Stay there for 4, 3, last 2. Hold this last one up. Now I'm going to cross that foot across the body, touch the left corner of the mat, lift up to the right top corner of the room, left corner of the mat, top right corner of the room, last 3, and lift, 2, lift, 1, lift. Take the foot back down to the mat, and then the last variation on the side. You bend the knee, sole the foot up to the ceiling. 2 sets of 8, little pulse up. 8, 7, 6. Again, core strong. We don't want to get into that lower back as we start to fatigue. Last set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the right knee. Stretch out your hips. Open the knees out to sink the ribs between them. And just rest your head on the mat. Circle your wrists as well. Drag your hands back. Roll your shoulders out. Good. All right. Slide the band over to the right. Pin it with the right knee. Make sure you have the tension right. So it should be tight enough that you feel the exercise and that it stays on your foot, but not so tight that it just feels like you're gonna have to like collapse that lower back or really use momentum to lift the leg. Think about your upper body, really press the mat away, don't sink down into your shoulders like that. We're lifting up out of the shoulders. Now start lifting that left leg up and down through the core, hopefully. You've been doing the class as well. It should be a subconscious engagement of the abdominals. If you're new, you kind of have to train your body to brace those deep abdominal muscles before we move our limbs. That's what's going to keep you injury-free as you work out and move through your life. Stay there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. We hold. Now bend. Fold the foot into the seat. Extend. Knee drops, but the heel stays high. Stay there. 6. Back of the foot. Sole of the foot reaching to that wall behind you. Get that full extension each time. Really lift the back of that knee up. Think about your upper body. Make sure as you're thinking about the legs, you don't let the upper body go. Last 2 and 1. Foot comes down to the mat. Zip the belly button up and away. Tap the foot out and in. Up and over. Up and back. Stay there for 6 and 5, 4. Try to make the movement really big, like a bouncing ball. Keep the energy in it without making it too fast. So we're not sweeping the floor. We're like a bouncing ball. Last one, we take the foot to the corner of the mat, point the toe, little turn out on that leg, so a little rotation. Exhale, lift that leg a long diagonal. Inhale, lower, lift, and lower. So imagine kind of send a Spider-Man string or web out to that top left corner. So I'm pulling you back. So what I don't want to see is you bending into that right elbow. So the weight of the body is almost pulling to that top back corner of the room. Stay there for 3, 2, and hold this one. Now cross over your body, touch the right corner of the mat, lift up to the top left corner of the room, right corner of the mat, top corner of the room for 3. Use your breath. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Up and hold, and then take the foot back in line with the hip. Last variation. Knee bends, sole the foot up to the ceiling, flex the foot, really draw the heel in towards your seat, knee is in line with your hip, and pulse up from there. 2 sets of 8, 7, 6, think about your rib to hip connection. 3, 2, 1, 8 more, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knee, sit back onto your heels, open the knees out, and stretch the arms, rest your head. Okay, drag your hands back, circle your wrists around. Wrap your hands behind you, lift the chest, really arching your back, look up to the ceiling. And then lace the fingers in front, round the spine, look down in towards the abdominals. Then lift the arms, just reaching nice and tall. Lean to the left, stretch out your right side. Lean to the right, stretching out your left side. And then open the arms and take your band away. Now, Let's see, we're gonna need that band again. This time, we're gonna wrap it around your right foot. Good. So your left knee is bent. That left foot is directly under the knee. We're not out here or in super tight. It should be just kind of nice and natural. Foot under the knee. We're using that band to try to get the leg straight. If you don't have a band, you can just hold that leg with your hand for the moment just to get that nice hamstring stretch. Now take your elbows down to the mat, holding that band, and then exhale, lift the hips up. Inhale, lower. So we're working to our left hip here, left glute. That's the bum, top of the leg. Imagine you're balancing a teacup on the sole of that foot. So keep the foot parallel to the floor. Get that full range of motion. Really press up into that band, lower it down. What I don't want to see is these elbows coming up and down. We need to lock the elbows down to the mat to get that tension from the band. Hold the next one. Now dump your teacup, drop the leg down. Breathe in, lift that leg back up. Exhale, lower. Check your shoulders. Inhale, lift. Stay there for 6, 5. Last 4. Keep breathing. 3 and 2. Last 1. Up and hold. Now lower your hips down. Open your arms out wide. So the band's almost like a little tent. Pull your left knee through the band, left toe up to the ceiling. Drop the right foot to the mat. Now, if you can, come up into flexion, head and shoulders up. You're just going to cycle through, stretching the legs both ways, making it slow. Kind of extend, hold, switch, extend, hold. So you make sure you get that stretch each time, not rushing. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. One more each way. Left foot up. Right foot up, and then left foot goes into the loop, right foot down to the mat. So now we start the series over again. So again, right foot under the knee, shoulders down, elbows down, head on the mat, just neck nice and relaxed. Exhale, press into your right heel to lift those hips high. Keep your elbows down. Adjust the tension on the band if you want it any tighter, any stronger, or loosen it off if it feels too strong. Stay there for 6. And 5, last 4, 3, 2, now hold the last one, breathe out, lower that leg down, breathe in, lift it back up. So this is an exercise that was actually modified from the Reformer. If you can imagine, if you've ever done the Reformer classes, that you're kind of on one of those sliding things with the leg just lifting and lowering. So just kind of sliding along that cage as you drop the leg down. Anyway, it's good even on a mat. Last 2, and lift. 1, and lift. Now drop the hips down, open your arms wide, lift the head and shoulders, pull the right knee through the band, right toe to the ceiling, and then switch it. Slow movements. Knee to chest, stretch the leg, toe through, stretch the leg. Breathing in and out. Tuck and reach, head and shoulders high, like you're cupped on the tips of your shoulder blades, chin into your chest. Last 2, and up, and 1, and up, and then take both feet up. Band goes around both feet, cross your band, and then just stretch your arms out, reaching to the wall behind you. Get some length in that band, so just kind of let the band slide through your hands. Exhale, lower both feet down. Inhale, lift them back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Stay there for 3. Try to get as close to the floor without hitting the floor. Don't let them drop all the way down. Just control it. Last 1, breathing out and in. Now hold it here. We're going to try to roll up and balance. So you can come up. Find that spot just behind your sit bones. You might need to shorten your band. Maybe just wrap it around those hands. Stretch the legs, roll back to your shoulders, up into your balance. Pull the arms apart. Pull those legs in. You can also modify this by bending the knees if you need to. Roll back and up. Or legs straight, arms out. Last 1, back and up and hold. And then lower your feet down. Straighten up your back. Fold over your legs. Pull your elbows up and behind you, and then extend the arms out. So we're turning it into a tricep extension. Flex your feet, pull your toes in. So extend and bend. Stay there. 8, elbows above and behind the line of that spine. Obviously, if you're not as flexible, you might be a little bit more up here. That's fine. But wherever your chest is, you should still be feeling those triceps working. Last 3 and 2. Hold the last 1 and then sit up nice and tall. Now, drop your band. Hold it closer to your feet. We still have that little X. I want you to go from a rounded spine here, ripple through into a straight back, shoulders down. Pull your elbows out to your sides. Pull your shoulder blades together behind the back. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, pull and release. Pull and release. Imagine a pole behind you. So your head, your rib cage, and your hips are all touching that pole. We're trying to go a little taller, a little higher on that pole, just lengthening that spine. Stay there for 4. Wrapping your arms around the sides, pulling your shoulder blades together. Last 2 and 1. Good. Now take the band away. Hop it to the side. Pull your knees into your chest, into our V-sit. Lift the feet. Click the shoulders back. Lift the chin. Hands along your sides. And now we lower and lift. Breathe in and out. Stay there. 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2. With this last one, we're gonna wrap, shoulders back, lift the chin, stretch and bend, stretch and bend. Last one, stretch and hold. Take the arms away and then lower your feet down. And let's reach forward, really lengthen, try to get right to those toes. Holding over the legs. Good. Okay, now, again, feel free to grab a quick sip of water. Place your ball behind you, right between your shoulder blades. Pull your knees into your chest. Elbows out, hands behind your head. Now, if you don't have a ball, just onto your elbows. So really lift up out of your shoulders, lift the belly button in, and we're gonna stretch your right leg long. So whichever one you're doing, just set up with the chest up, knees into your chest, touch your lowest front rib and try to pull it down towards your mat. Scoop the abdominals in. Hands behind the head if you've got a ball. Stretch your right leg long. Inhale, lower the leg all the way to the mat without touching. Exhale, lift back up. Keep the shape of those legs. Button that toe of that left toe to the inside of your right leg. Good, stay there for 3. And lift. Keep the belly button in 2. And lift. Last 1. Lift and hold. Switch the legs, right knee and left leg long. Belly button in tight 5 times. Inhale. Exhale. And 4. You can also have your hands out to the side if that's more comfortable. Or you can pop up onto those elbows if you need that support. Last 2. And lift. And 1. And lift. I want you to pull both knees into your chest. Hug yourself into a little ball if you've got the ball behind you. Or just pull those knees in if you need to use your elbows. So last set. Hands behind the head. We're going to stretch both legs long. So I'm going to start with our level 1 modification. Right leg goes down. Exhale up. Left leg goes down. Exhale, lift. Both knees into the chest. So that's your level 1. If you want to dial that up to a level 2, we stretch both legs long. Exhale. Inhale, both legs down. Exhale, lift. Once again, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Knees into the chest. So if you're doing your level 1, we just alternate those legs, right and left. We're going to aim for 2 more. Stretch, hold. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 1 more time. Lower and lift. Knees to your chest. Feel free to hug those knees in if you need a little break. And then last set, extend, lower, lift, down and up. Last one. Good. And then lift yourself up off that ball. Stretch your back out, shoulders back. Good. All right. Pop your ball to the side. Pick up your band. Lay the band over the top of your knees. Cross it under and then hold it on top. So you've got a double wrap that's just above those knees. If you try to get the band flat and a little bit high Up over those knees. Switch onto your side. Prop your head up. Knees and feet at the front edge of your mat. Head and hips in line with the back edge of your mat. Lift your knee and your foot. Don't let the foot pop up any higher than that knee. So I don't want to see this. The knee leads the movement. The foot kind of goes along for the ride. So there's 6. Other thing I want you to think about. So imagine there's a wall right behind you. So what I often see in groups is to rock. So use the momentum. So make sure you're not doing that. Make sure those hips are stacked. The hips don't rock back as the knee goes up. Last 2. Hold the last one up. Circle. 8, 7, 6. So knee and foot moving together like you're smudging a circle with that shin. Last 2 and 1. Circle the other way. 8, 7. Think up and around. Really stretch that band. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now drop the knees and feet, shoulders back. Just think about the length through your neck and your spine. Keep the feet together and just open the knees. Lift and lower. Also check that your knees are coming back together each time, that top knee isn't kind of slightly behind the lower knee. That also gives you an indication of the alignment of your pelvis. If the pelvis is slightly tilted, your knees don't come perfectly together. Stay there for 6, 5, really stretch that band each time. 4, 3. Now with the last one, we're gonna do 4 sets of 8, tiny little pulses. It doesn't have to be graceful or perfect. Just start jiggling that top leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to get a little more space. Last 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and take your knees together. Pat out your top leg if it's burning up. Take the band away. Stretch the legs out, stretch your head out, pull your shoulders back, wrap your hand around your waist, tuck the fingers under the lower part of the waist, put your ribs towards your hips, lift both legs up, both legs down. Zip the legs together, no daylight between those legs, no pushing into these fingers that are wrapped under the waist. Keep your top shoulder rolled back and away from your ears, reaching from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes, pelvic floor lifting up into the body. Now take that hand up to the ceiling, hold the leg still, lift the top leg and circle the top leg, small circles. So think toe along the rim of a large coffee cup. That's as big as your circle. So it's not this. Small and controlled. Ribs to hips, belly button stays in tight, so your deep abdominal is holding you like a vice. You should feel the lower abdominals, lower back nice and strong. Hold the next one, flex your feet, scissor the legs. 8, 7, no bend in the knees, no rocking through the torso. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come back together. Kick your heels away. Lift your kneecaps. Get those quad muscles working the tops of the leg. Lift that top leg up and down. Again, nothing else moves. So there's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the legs down. Slide the knee forward. Hand from the head. Holds the knee, other arm reaches out behind. Look over your shoulder to the wall behind you. Try to get those fingernails tucked in the floor behind. And then dragging one finger all the way around your body. Like you're drawing a chalk circle with that fingertip. Good. Reverse your circles to the other way. And then knees together and change sides. So starting that band. Lay the band over the top of your knees. Cross it under. Hold on top. Make sure it's kind of even. So head propped onto your side. If you don't feel comfortable with your head, you can have the head down. That's fine too. Knees and feet in line with that front edge of the mat. Make sure your knees are stacked, hips and shoulders and your head all lined up with the back edge of your mat. Belly button pulled in, out. We always start with a little pelvic floor lift. Again, brace those deep core muscles before we start moving our legs. Should be kind of a subconscious thing, but in order for it to become subconscious, you often do have to do little checks. Just check that tummy's in to support you. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, knee and foot in line. 3, 2, hold the next one. circle, knee and foot up and around for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together, knees together. Straighten up the back. Pull your shoulders back. Lift the top knee. Really stretch that band. Find some space between those knees. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Good. Let's aim for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one. Little jiggle. Pulse up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little higher. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Knees together. Give it a whack. Drop the band away. And now extend the arm. Stretch through the body. Shoulders back. Ribs towards your hips. Wrap the muscles around your waist. Lift both legs up. Both legs down. Legs zip together. No daylight between the legs. Stay there for 5. Keep that top shoulder back and down. Last 3. Keep the neck nice and long. Hold the last one. Lift the hand up to the ceiling. Lift that top leg a little higher. Small circles. 8, 7. No movement anywhere else in the body. So that lower leg is hovering up off the mat. The lower leg is strong and quite tight to keep it from wobbling. Hold. Reverse your circles. 8 the other way. The core is obviously pulling in. Just holding you, supporting the hips, the pelvis, and your spine. Pelvic floor is lifting. That just helps you get a little deeper connection through the abdominals. Last one. Flex your feet. Scissor the legs. 8, 7, 6. Both legs should be straight. No bend in the knee. No movement from the hips all the way up. That's 2. Imagine the feet along tracks. Don't let them sink down to the mat. Take the legs back together. Kick the heels away. Lift those kneecaps. Really engage your quad muscles. And then lift that leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the legs down. Drop the knee forward. Pat out any tension build up to that muscle. Hand from the head holds the knee. Other arm behind. Circle all the way around the body. Imagine holding a bowling ball. Keeping that hand down on the floor. 2 circles the other way. And last one. Flip yourself over onto your front. We're going to have the hands out to your sides. Feet are about hip width apart, not wide or not to the corners of the mat. So you're going to lift the chest up. Pull your elbows into a W shape. Pull your shoulder blades together. Lift the lower abdominals up away from that and inhale down. So we lift the chest, arms in that W shape. Pull the elbows to the ribs. Pull your shoulder blades together. Then lift through your lower abdominals and pelvic floor. Inhale, lower the chest. 3 more. Lift, hold. Really make it count. So it's not a super hard exercise. But if you concentrate, you can really make everything work. So again, engaging those lower abdominals, pulling your shoulder blades together. And down. Last one, lift up and hold. And we're going to reach your arms out. And then keep the arms extended as you lower and lift. So I want your pinkies to touch the floor at the corners of your mat and lift everything up. Inhale down, exhale up. Stay there for 4, really reaching through the fingertips. 3, looking at the mat. Last 2. Hold this last one and then reach your arms around your side. Pull your shoulder blades together and then drop the chest. Back to the hands, touch the floor. Turn the pinkies up to the ceiling and lower. Lift and lower. Now I want you to grab your ball, if you have one. Hold the ball behind your back and then pass it in front. Pass it behind. Pass it in front. This is one I always want to do in a group, but we always end up bashing into each other. So one of the upsides of working at home is we have a bit more space. Now reverse your circles. Just pass from the right hand to the left, behind your left hand to the right, or just make sure you've gone in both directions and still knock your water bottle over. Stay there for 3. Lift, 2, lift. Last one, hold the ball behind you, reach it down the backs of your legs, and just let the ball kind of roll away. Let the chest relax for a moment. Lace your fingers of your heels together, lift your legs up, hold. So get that nice long line from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes, drop everything down, chest up, fingertips together, hands reaching down the backs of your legs, heels together, legs up, hold, inhale down. And last one, make sure that core is engaged. Lift the belly button up away from the mat. And then move the arms and legs. Hold. Hands now under your shoulders. Sit back onto your heels. Just get the knees apart. Rest your head. Good. Now let's come into a plank. With your knees up, head up. Swing your left foot under the body. Left knee just outside of your left arm, and then right leg is back. So imagine somebody's dragging you back by that right leg. Look up to the ceiling, shoulders nice and wide, and then down to your elbows, down to your chest, and turn onto one cheek. Now, if you're not comfortable with the weight of your body on top of that knee, if you're holding an injury in your knee, flip onto your back, cross your ankle over the opposite knee so you can control the pressure. Good. The more you relax the body, the more you'll kind of feel that stretch in through your hip and your left glute. Lift the chest, walk your hands back, uncross the leg, come into your high plank again. Just give yourself lots of space to swing that leg under the body, right knee to the right edge of the mat, right heel against your left hip. Look up to the ceiling, open your shoulders, breathe, and then drop everything down. Turn onto your opposite cheek. So again, just let everything go. Just melt the body into the mat, into your left leg back. And breathe. Okay, start lifting your chest. Walk your hands back. Flipping over onto your back. Grab your band. Wrap the band around your right foot, left leg long. Now you climb up that band. So your hands are right next to the hip. Then sink your shoulders down, tilt your pelvis forward, button the ribs down. So keep thinking about alignment and just that little core connection as we work into our stretch. Maybe ease the knee away as you pull that foot in, just to try to get that leg nice and straight, but don't force anything. Just feel good. Leg out to the side now. Keep your left hand on your left hip. Just try to ease that left hip down. Keep the left half of the ribs down, left shoulder. And then take the hands back to the band. Switch hands. The leg goes across the body. Reach the right arm out. Look to the right. Press the heel away. Just pulling that band. Trying to keep the right hip down. Circle your foot. Quick ways. And back to the center. And then left foot goes into your band. Right leg long. Shoulders down, tilt the pelvis forward, little gap under the lower back. Again, easing the knee away as you pull the leg in. Ribs towards your hips, belly button in tight. Shoulders relaxed, nice soft face. Good, and leg out to the side. Right hand to your right hip, left leg goes out. Right shoulder stays down. And breathe. And then cross the leg across the body, switch hands on the band, keep the left hip down, press that heel away, pull, and breathe. Good. Circle the foot a couple times, just get those nerves kind of tweaking through your lower leg or the back of the knee. And then come back to the center, both feet into your band, get the legs straight, lift your head, roll yourself up, slowly let the feet drop down, fold forward. Take the band away, spin yourself around, chin to your chest, round the spine, do a nice cat stretch. Tuck your toes, lift your knees up, turn it into a downward dog. Pedal through the heels, right heel down, left heel down, right heel, left heel down, lift both heels high. Press both heels down into the mat and walk your hands back towards your feet. Just hang over your legs. Nod your head yes. Shake the head no. And roll yourself slowly up to standing. Hello, Rocky. Shoulders and head up. Last, take a big breath in. And then exhale, come up onto your toes. Good. I lost my balance because I'm looking at my dog. Hands behind the back, lift the arms, and lift your chest. Good. All right, well done, everybody. Come here. So there won't be a session tomorrow at 9 a.m. Not a YouTube session because I'm doing a Zoom group with my Friday morning regulars, so we can all say hello to each other and just check in because it's so important to make it a two-way conversation as well. This evening at 5:30, I'm going to be doing a beginner session. So if you have, it's good for everybody. You can always make it advanced, but if you have any older relatives that are home and need to keep moving, maybe ask them to tune in. All the information's on the Instagram page, Get Brooked, so follow that. On Facebook, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and be in touch. Just let me know if you have any questions. Either message me on Instagram or email me at mcconaughey@gmail.com. Thanks and have a lovely day. Bye.